There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who willing to serve. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving us here and the promise of them. The work of my life without fear.
I lyrical health.
Master.
Play Paris, who make on you. I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And yes, I know money. The more I get you. And you love me. The more I get you. What is
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandmother.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't get it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandmother.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who willing to serve. The flesh, that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the promise from best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, the San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Well. We sincerely apologize to all of you, our people out there. Those of you, well, folks, good evening, and good evening again. It's good. Wow, what a way to welcome all of you. 10 minutes. I think that's a time check. 10 minutes past 6. And that's a time check from what I said on broadcast. Let me say a compliment of the season to all of you, our dear channel listeners, especially those of you who are silent listeners. You know, we have a lot of people who follow Truth FM all of the time. They follow SKTV show, and sometimes they call us after the show. They maybe we listen, we hear some of these things. In fact, we want to give you some of the information on what you people have been saying. And, we want to appreciate you all for the hard work. We want to say thanks to you. So that's the beauty of what? Of democracy. That's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of what you do. You don't have to wait. Maybe sometimes people have to call you immediately and tell you thank you. People know. So sometimes people will be in their vehicle. They will be home. They will be listening to us. Maybe via their motorbike, because there are a lot of motorcyclists who also follow us. Indeed, every time we come on, sometimes even they call me, say, Mabel, we're waiting for the show. One time the show will come on. When will be the SKTV show? So again, good evening, folks. Good evening. To compliment of the season, or Merry Christmas and a prosper New Year to all of you. I'm grateful. Let me be frank. I'm grateful. Whenever you are alive, to interact with people that day or that moment, tell God thank you. So for me, I'm grateful. Every time of my life when I wake up, I say, Father, thank you. Thank you for life. Thank you for opportunity. Thank you for everything. Because this is the IF. And this IF, there are so many things happening here. There's good people and there are bad people. Right? So, quote unquote, sometimes when you wake up, either maybe for that day, you may likely fall in the hand of maybe good person or bad person. Again, that's life. So we got to move, right? So, folks, indeed, this is the Sktv show, the Sunday edition, the 22nd of December. Yes, in fact, how many more days to Christmas? Yeah, probably about 2 more days to Christmas. Tomorrow will be the 23rd, which of course will be on Monday, and Tuesday the 24th, and Wednesday will be Christmas Day. So I want to say Merry Christmas to all of our followers, our listeners, and quote unquote, all of you who disagree with us. Sometimes that's the beauty. But again, Merry Christmas to our supporters. I don't know, but you people are indeed, they can say, the great people. But I'm happy that some of you support the good process or you support good things. Look, when we come here, take all of our time to talk to people. Some people get angry. Hey, you bother in the interest. Oh, you bother hate the government. No, we don't hate government. We hate the characters of the government officials. That's all. Nobody hates government. No, because from God, next is government. But we just hate the characters of some of the government officials, the way they do things. So when we come here, some of you get angry. Oh, just okay. Yeah, so you hear about Sktv, some of you get angry. But guess what? I'm proud of this show. We are already in our climax in a year, right? When you go places, even my own CEO liability. Look, I had a whole, in fact, CEO you got to pay for. Seriously, the head of the institution liability, the director general and the CEO liability. Guess what? They may not, easily come in maybe anymore. They may keep putting SKB. I mean, that's I said, no, CEO, you got to stop this. How can you just change my name to SK every time? In fact, in the entire compound, so the person will say SK as a account. But again, that's the beauty of life. That's the beauty. Sometimes you sacrifice. Sacrifice, no matter what happened. Sacrifice. But some of us, but again, compliment of the season. So many things to talk about today, but mostly our attention today will be in fact, we're going to focus on social happening, things affect us outside of politics, or those things affecting us or among ourselves as people outside of politics for me. But my team will be joining me. Monk will be joining me very soon. Sekou and other Steve. When they come on, then we talk about some of the politics. But for me today on the show, thank God that we all in the festive season, right? So we'll be looking at things, social things, those normal life things affecting us as people, the way we treat each other, the way we abuse each other, the way we, so many things that we do. But at the end of the day, guess what? Just because politics now, the way the politicians, they made the entire thing to look like, it's like they take all of the responsibility and they agree. You see, just because they are benefiting. The politicians, they are benefiting usually, so they don't care. You put all of the kinja on their head, you put all of the stories, everything on their head, they agree. All they want is to get thousands of dollars. Yes, indeed. That's the point, Mama. Felicia, that for me, if you hear me talking about social, that's there where I'm coming. You're very smart. Felicia Free Wallow, you're very smart. The way we abuse people, killing people, for me today. Yeah. So when my team join me, then we'll do politics. But for me, moving forward up to Wednesday, even maybe tomorrow, we'll come here tomorrow, we'll be asking you for your best minister, your best director. You will judge. In fact, you will be the judge. You will select your own government official of the year. That will be hopefully maybe tomorrow. But today, waking up this morning, hearing a terrible news about a promising woman, because she, between the age now, she, early 30, according to the information. Princess. So, and so, those of you who from Nima, maybe you know how to pronounce it. Was it Zoe? Princess Zoe, this morning, alleged that she was killed, quote unquote, by her boyfriend. Stabbed on numerous occasions. That one story. That's one of the things that we'll be looking at today. That one. Two, I have another video here. I'll just play all the things today. Look, let us as people stop the pretense or the kind of way of pretending, taking all of the laws and placing it on the politicians. No, for me today, no. I come with different mindset. The other lady who, in fact, she posted a video, and that video was also on one of the blog page, that she faced a place, take the place from nowhere to a comfortable place, just for her own comfort, to have that realization, to have a place to sleep. But at the end of the day, guess what? The landlord. So today, I'm talking today. Some of you are all in churches. Most of the people you see today into the worship centers, they are wicked. They are wicked. Let me be frank. That just some of them, they are landlords, they are landladies. In fact, look, the way they treat their tenants. God get patient. God are in heaven. Look, Father God. God are in heaven that we serve. God good, oh. God is good. Someone place will be leaking. For example, rainy season, the place is leaking. The person have to change the sink so that their bed or their clothes or all these things can spoil. You will say, no, not come from the rent. Anything you do on our house are free of charge. Oh, so I want to do politics? No. It's not politics. It's wickedness on our part as people. The way we treat people. To that Sunday, well, sometimes some of the people, they may not go. They don't want to say this thing because they don't want somebody to run away. But this is truth. The Bible says, say the truth. Say the truth. You can be a horse owner. For example, somebody living in your house, paying rent, and you tell them that anything you do on that horse is none of my business. Are you kidding me? Well, so these are things we'll be looking at today. The way we treat people, forgiveness, abusing people, killing people in the name of jealousy, like my sister just said. I don't know what other men are. So I will talk about these things. Cheating pastors, that yes. So yeah, they say allegedly though they say the men are married. They just want to put us into a very serious situation with the married people. And before I go all to that stories, let me tell some of you women out there today. Go back to Exodus. Exodus 21 verse 10. It's very clear. If you don't want to be second wife to any man, back off. Don't take anything from him. That's just my piece of advice before I go to that terrible story about what happened this morning. If you don't want anything from any man, back off. It's better that you eat your leg. Look, they're saying, right? That it's better to eat your leg dry rest in peace than to eat cow meat. Tension, frustration, and tears. It's better to eat your dry rest. Some of us, we have no patience for any life. All we want to do, we want life to always be sweet. Nothing should be bad on our part. Nothing. Life should always be sweet on our part. And you see some of us today, we are grateful. I will show one of the village from my town to where some of us will come from. I will show that village to some of you. We are grateful. To even reach there for the day God called me, I'm grateful. For me, I'm happy. I nothing to lose. I don't have to get car, get so many horses, get this. No. It's not competition. No. So if I have it well, I'm grateful. If I don't, I'm happy. And I'm moving. But most of you, our sisters, you got to be careful with your life. You have to be careful. You have to be careful. Moving beyond someone, because if you go back to that Exodus 21 verse 10, it said what? Some of you who are already reading, right? If the man want to take another wife, he can do, but he should be able to take care of all of her needs. So sometimes, I'm just trying to pass through with this. Sometimes, some men feel that because they are doing this for you, so they own you. Listen, oh. They feel that they own you. And the world we live in now, yeah, that was just so interesting. Can you imagine? A side chick will be with a married man, so now for 4 or 5 years, so now even having child or children, but still waiting for parliament to come. Oh, God. Oh, my mess. Okay, Monk is here. Good. Oh, I don't know Monk. Even better, man. Monk, good evening, my brother.
What's up, Maybon? What story am I hearing on the social media this morning about some lady being murdered? I don't know I don't know the detail of that story, but it really got my attention. I don't know what's happening.
Yes, indeed, my brother. You are quite correct. This morning, in fact, guess what? In fact, my internet was on, but my phone was on charge, and I was like doing some work. After that, I said, but let me go and check, because for me, I like to follow all the latest news and so forth. So when I checked the internet, I just saw everything, back to back. The same story. I said, but what's going on? So when I try to check to make sure that what are this information was true, that only way I had to find out that yes, this thing happened. But first, the first information was, oh, she passed off, she passed off. So now I knew she was murdered, like you just said. But
yeah, and that's what I heard.
Yes, but the first information was, oh, she passed off, she passed off. Oh, RIP, to this beautiful lady who prayed to reach 2025 or next year. Unfortunately, she passed off. So only to find out that she was killed by her ex-boyfriend on last night. And we have some of the eyewitnesses. We have their in fact the video. We'll also play that. But my brother, let me welcome you, and how did Sunday from your end?
Not much. Our weather here is not too cold this morning. I mean, we passed the morning hours. Now we afternoon, 26 minutes after the hour. It's not too hot. It's not too cold as compared to yesterday. But like I said, I've been following the story. For me, I don't talk on issue when I don't have too many details. I just saw a picture and people got all their theories about breaking up with this guy who was married before, and then he trying to come after her as a revenge. I'm like, but still, it doesn't give me the reason to take someone else's life, no matter what. That's some of the emotional control, emotional intelligence we keep talking about. Someone can harm you, but what makes you a man is not your ability to react to situation. It's about keeping yourself calm under pressure, and more people don't understand that. You don't just want to respond. There is a difference between reacting and responding. When you are reacting to something, then it means it's someone action that is triggering your response. But when you are responding to something, it means you took your own time, you let it come down, you make a calculated decision before you can take an action. That's the difference between the two. I don't know what someone would do to you so much that you will be able to take their life away. And I learned that she had, I don't know if she had kids or she got a kid. I saw one of her picture with a little boy, and it's just a sad situation. Like you said, just on the verge of entering into the new year, you guys saw such a tragic event happen in the country. So I just hope he can meet the full weight of the law. It just shouldn't slide under the rug like every other situation in the country, because at the end of the day, we cannot bring her back, but the perpetrator should be brought to justice, and justice should prevail. That's all I can say for now, while we wait for more details. Because over the coming days, you will get different versions of the story. People will be coming with their own theory. People will be coming up with their own explanation. And you know, they got a lot of folks that love to discuss in detail on things that they have limited information about. And that's the one that can piss me off. You know, you don't have all the facts, you don't have all the information, but yet you want to pass judgment and start questioning things. So we'll keep waiting. Maybe a couple of days from now, we'll get the real story. Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
this
well,
video, but I didn't watch it in totality. So maybe you can play for the audience and let's listen to this
good.
guy.
So yeah, so we're going to play the video. I think there are so many accusations, or in fact, there are so many stories coming up that in fact he's a pastor and all the kind of news. But anyway, let's play all of the video first. After that, then we'll go into some of the happening, or especially coming from his own background, where he works and so forth. But this video on the top.
Where he and the girl
happened yesterday.
where the poor and you went over there, he found one particular salt star. After he found one particular star, where he and the girl were discussing, the girl said, "You have rather insult my mother." Look at it, the girl said, "But then the way you talking like that, Corey, man, need to make a Sunday. I'm from Grand Bazaar County. Really, if that man, a police, that can be out of the fight, me, I can't okay. Anywhere they want to take it, and take it. Because I have my feeling to tell the way that I mean, somebody they don't want to kill human being. Look at them talking in now. The car went across there. Standing. True standing now, the man went to the car. She's a feeder there. The car went part of the passo. The car went part of the passo. Now the man running there from him. He started juking the car. Oh, the car for he put up behind the car. That's all. That will run there. You were running now before police people there. They come there, they arresting. All they want, the policemen spray. At least when a policeman land them apple, at least when a policeman barrier in sort of to it. What happened? What I see with my living are. Really, stay hurting me. My promise, I can stay talking. It hurting me. It hurting my feeling for that girl talent. Upon call.
All right, thank you.
I need to make a Sunday from Grand Bazaar County. Policeman coming from me, I was talking.
Wow. That's eyewitness account. That's first-hand eyewitness account. You can tell the emotion in your verse. He's saying that if he had a chance, he could have killed that guy too. So it was a vicious attack to just see someone in the street, walk up to them and stab them to death multiple times. That's first degree. That's the highest order, Melbourne. That's sad. But I don't know.
Yeah, so thank God that most of our women are here and they are commenting. Monk, I don't know whether you want to read or Felicia Free Wallow or comment on this matter before we welcome Sekou. Monk, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I mean, which one concerning the pastor? Because I'm seeing a couple of comments from her. She said, "Oh, yes, the pastor was cheating on his wife." Oh yeah. Yeah, the pastor was cheating on his wife. I think you put on the screen. Yeah. It is a case of if I can't have you, nobody can. That's bad. How can you make the statement that nobody can? If I can't have you, nobody can have you. I mean, but that's how some people will operate. Go ahead, Mo. I mean, maybe.
And with some of the informations, we for now on we take it as alleged though, because we don't want to be like we can always say so. Our sister just said that indeed is pastor, and other people have been saying it, but for me, I don't know which church. But anyway, so that welcome Sekou. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Well, we okay, but not too okay with the kind of news coming from right here in Liberia. To so many dev news, so many things happening. Yeah, but go ahead and we compliment the season.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so I want to say good evening, good afternoon, good morning to everybody, depending where you are. Mom, my man, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing great.
Yeah, my
Thank
man.
God for
Thank you
life.
guys, man. Thank you guys for holding the ground, man.
Oh yeah.
You guys are doing, you know, we have a lot going on, and I think Liberia needs a complete transformation. Liberia needs a rude awakening, not violently, but political rude awakening. Uh, we need different kinds of politicians in Liberia. We need young people. We need the women. We need some connection wherein Liberians in the diaspora can connect and work with grassroots revolutionaries in the country. There are a lot of people in Liberia that really want change, but they don't have the support. Because the people with the status quo, they don't want to change it. So they will not support any other, way of politicking in Liberia. So all they will do, they will make sure they keep the status quo, they make sure they keep the people poor, they keep the people not being engaged, they keep the people, to where they are so they can continue to manipulate them. They can continue to do whatever they want to do with them. So I think Liberia needs to be. We need complete reformation. We need to reform that country politically, and I believe there are a lot of young people who are educated, but they got nothing to do. There are a lot of young people who have learned something, but they don't have where. Like if in America here or anywhere in those developed nations, you may not have certain education, but whatever little thing you know or you learn, you got something for it. But we take a lot of people in Liberia, like, the people in they are lazy. No, the job is not there.
That's
People
it.
want to work, but they
That's
don't
it.
have the job. They don't have it.
Yep.
So sometimes people look down on some Liberians in Liberia, thinking, oh, the people then they are lazy. They see all the munya point what they can do. They're just doing it for survival.
That's
Trust
it.
me. If you have good job, paying jobs in our country, the way everybody running for government job, we're not happy.
Yep.
In America here, you can ask 100% on the street to ask them who is the legislature, who is the representative for your district. They will not know.
Yeah. They don't care.
In America here, I don't me personally, I don't even know who is my local district representative. I'm talking about the federal one. But we got local government.
Yep.
You got local government and you got federal government. And you get representation everywhere. But that's to tell you, I don't even care who they is because that person not on my way, they're not on their way. Yeah. But in Liberia, everybody know everybody because people go to those people then for help, for handout. People go to them for everything. And they continue to make the people poor so the people can be going to them. So they can use them, so they can threaten them. If you don't do this, I will not do this for you.
So that they can share rest on them.
Yeah. So I think Liberia, we need to change that country, and it's going to take collective effort, not one person, not one group of people. I mean, I'm talking about a transformation that will transcend tribal line, that will transcend, country line, that will transcend religious line, something that will be inclusive of everybody. Something that everybody can see some sense of belonging, some feel that. Okay, this is ours, this is Liberian thing. But you know, I was on the phone yesterday with a few of my friends, and I told them the Liberia will never change as long as we don't fight few things in our country. Number one, tribalism. In that country, tribalism is so real. It's so real. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter your qualification, what you bring to the table. But people vote on tribal line. From there, the second thing, they vote for money directly. I'm talking about development, cash money in their pocket because they're so poor. Somebody give you $20, you go sell your life for 6 years to them. Somebody give you 1 bag of rice. If that man get good job, or that woman get a good job, they're bringing in at least $300 a week. At least 300. Somebody getting $300 a week, you get $20 to go vote for you. They will insult you. At least, at minimum, that person will be averaging at least $1,200 a month. Regular person now working for government, nothing. If you get everybody in the country at least can afford $500, $1,000 or more for themselves regularly on a monthly basis. They will not get time for government officials. Nobody will go to them. They will vote based on what will improve their life standard, what will create more job, because they have tested job, they have tested what it is to get paid. But people then they will go and settle for $20, settle for 10 bags of rice, 1 bag of rice. At some point in some of the representative election, I saw people settle down for how you call it, for a cup of rice. Abu them election in local
Looking Town, District 16, right?
District 15.
15, yeah.
They were dividing rice in cup. Come, you get 3, 4, 5 cup of rice. You go get something to go cook for your children today. You go vote for them just for that day eating. He shared life to them for a whole year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. And some of you will turn around and defend the same people that are taking advantage of you. So I think that the idea of Liberian coming together, I think there's a void in Liberia right now. The political void is huge. And majority of Liberian believe CDC did not make it. CDC could not do anything, could not change anything. And now United Party is known for being a failure. Where's the alternative? We don't know. So it's better that Liberians come together from everywhere. Diaspora in Liberia, men, women, young people, old people, all women in Liberia to come together to fund. There must be a change. We have to change that country. But I think our problem is ourselves. They say if you do nothing, you will change nothing. You got to do something in order to change anything. If you take this phone from here to here, you have done something. But if you take the phone from here and put it by the same place where you took it from, you did nothing. So I think, our country needs all of us to come together. Other than that, we're going to be in this story for another 6 years. Then after that again, we go to another 6 years again, another 6 years again, another 6 years again. And nothing will change. We'll get old, our children will come. They will not be able to do anything. So we have the opportunity right now to change our country. So Melbourne, you know,
yeah, go ahead.
I heard something today. I heard that Joseph Boakai been meeting with the minority bloc, and the minority bloc people there, most of them, they are deflected. Yeah, and I think most of them will give up. Okay, let me see. Russia Johnson says she's equal between. She says she share equally between Melbourne. Between what? Between Muna and Lawrence. Oh, okay. Muna and Lawrence.
Since Melbourne.
No, say Muna. Muna and Lawrence and SKTV. Okay. Thank you, Russia. We'll do that. So equally. Share between Muna, Lawrence, and SKTV. Sure, we'll do that. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Yeah, man. So we were informed that Joseph Boakai have been meeting with the people. Fanatic Kofa is not there. And some of them already giving up. And I'm told that Fanatic Kofa will eventually resign, whether it take him one more year or one more day or a few more hours. Fanatic Kofa will eventually resign. Because the number is shrinking, the number is kind of diminishing. Yeah, the number is diminishing.
Well,
so as it is right now, some sedition, grassroots sedition, saying that they can support Fanatic because Fanatic is now being there for them. Some of them are even saying that the mayor is not even sedition enough. Some of them saying that the mayor is mean. Some sedition. I'm talking about different people on sedition. Because, you know, when I said the last on the show here, sedition, they didn't show off for Fanatic. Some of them called me and said, Sekou, don't waste your time. We're not going to come
the sedition, even the former president or maybe quote-unquote Astana Bero, even said that if all of them, they mean. So maybe it's not strange. So from me to me, I like that. Look,
you know, Sekou, I was observing something here. The princess here, we got to impose some alternative minimum tax on the princess. Because when we fundraising for our operation, the princess always in the picture, so I can do LST. Every contribution the princess get, she will pay 5% minimum tax.
She got to pay taxes to SKTV.
Yes.
Really? More, you took Steve position today.
Yeah, I took Steve position on the princess. The princess, yeah, she's running parallel competition with SKTV. Go ahead.
If I put my campaign for you, because people even calling me about Melbourne, how can you people talk about Melbourne or more from the financial committee? In fact, where you go?
Okay, and guess what happened that day? We do that fundraiser. Somebody said, but Steve, when Mo was in charge, you used to tell people, say, update. But now you're in charge, now you say update my way.
Yeah.
That's the kind of conversation no update. See what we did, no understanding.
The update not happy, so people complaining. Yeah, so
I have questions on what you were saying. Actually, I have questions, so many questions for you and Mark. That's just a very good one. But can we also, because my question will be on, like for example, the cartel. There's a Conco allegations about cartel every time when Liberians go to the pool, when they vote, people out there decide on their life. Like Monk, one of our followers here said that the people do not have respect for the voters or do not have respect for the people that gave them the power. So, Sekou, how you and Monk think that that's going to work out? Even if the people change all of the tasks, maybe leaders and so forth, do you think that that cartel going to be destroyed or will it continue?
You want to go, Ski? You know, I think today Sekou just set this platform for the discussion today, and I have been saying this for the longest. Look, we have some fundamental problem that we just cannot fix overnight. And for me, I always tell people on this platform, I say it's one thing that when Madam Sedi was president, she always used to come to the US. She makes frequent stop in Minnesota, and every time Madam Sedi came to the US, I always went to the follow up with the how do you call it, the town hall meeting style. And that one thing she used to say, she said she put her hope in the people in the diaspora. And not that the people in the diaspora are better than the people that are back home. But economically, maybe when you want to control people, put them in poverty. Because it's just a natural instinct that a man must survive and you will do everything to survive. The political cartel understand that logic that when you can keep people in abject poverty, it becomes easier for you to control them. Remember, Sekou said it right. They got people in this country that don't even know their own local government because the economic imperative when it comes to job and how they can take care of the family, everything that they need is provided. They are not rich, but at least the more basic essential services are being provided. So why would they want to worry about politics? A matter of fact, in this country, in the private sector, maybe people pay you for the kind of a work. That's why they pay CEOs hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. If you were to call 10 American kids and ask them, how many of them want to be president? Maybe only one. In some instances, none of them will want to become president because they understand when you become president, your life will be scrutinized. A matter of fact, it doesn't even pay like an average CEO. They got some people that make way more money than even president in this country. So some people say, why should I put myself through that stress when I could go to the private sector and make tons of money and even live a better life? So, and I believe some people say, oh, the people from the diaspora can come. I say the reason you have in the diaspora problem because people are coming there with an individual mindset. When we're talking about the diaspora, we're talking about a collective effort that we will serve in collaboration with the people back home. Let me tell you something. I'm not saying this because I'm on Sktv. It was one of the many reasons. Look, let me tell you, maybe I talked to some of big brothers back behind the scene, like Pastor Cummings, Chairman Yato, Sion Man, or how they call him, or Melvin Dishu. Ain't no the older guy that got way more experience.
Yes.
And I always tell them, I said, bro, we can live in the West all we want. At the end of the day, if we cannot carry on some kind of transformation in that country, it will be like a drag on this particular generation of Liberians. Because remember, the one advantage the diaspora have is this financial muscle. There are a lot of positive things that the people in the diaspora could do that could give the people an idea that, you know what, for the first time, the diaspora is all for business. And maybe if we cannot change the way how we do business when it comes to the government, nothing will change. So the question is, how do you go about executing this idea of a diaspora initiative? And that's what because we have the reason being we have scattered interests. Even people in the diaspora that know that things not working in the country, but at the end of the day, they will still pull their political party interest ahead of the country. And I keep saying that the day we start thinking about country, we will start making better choices. The day we start thinking about political leader and political party and individual interest, Liberia will never go anywhere anytime soon. And some people can feel comfortable. I always keep telling them at a certain point in time in life, maybe if you read history, whether it was Japan, whether it was even the Great United States, and every other country around the world, go to UNDP and see the impact of something they call remittances. Look, the reason remittances have power because what? It empowers people economically. How many presidents in Liberia got job that can go out and say, yeah, I got job that at the end of the month, I will be able to bring something to put food on the table. So politicians see those opening, and what make you think they will want to change that method of doing business if it's going to reward them? For them, it's profitable, but it's a loss to the country. Maybe one lawmaker can walk away with 10,000, 12,000, 30,000 in district fund. Okay, but how many of them are there? There are only 103 in total. You are telling me in the country of 5+ million people, 103 individuals carry the lion's share of the cake. Is that how you are going to transform Liberia? It won't happen. So that's why I keep telling you, It was one of the many reasons I've been on Facebook for the longest, but I signed up for SKTV because I believe, I don't know about other people, I believe from an institutional standpoint, when it comes to driving the narrative, when it comes to putting politics aside and giving information out of this, I think that initiative will start from on SKTV. That one of the reason, even though I got my schedule all cluttered, I still come here and I keep reminding people we are in the West, we are in America, Canada, Australia. At the end of the day, if Liberia won't make any progress, we ourselves will have to carry a portion of that burden. Even though we are outside of the country, I think we can still do more. And that's why we come here every day. We advocate, we tell people, man, the coalition of the willing, make sure SKTV stay on. Because in the long run, and you know, most of them want to wait for election time. That's why I keep talking about. You cannot think about the progress of Liberia and put politics ahead. If you keep thinking politically, trust me, we will be on this cycle forever and forever, and nothing is going to change. We will all get older, we will die, and our children, 40 years, 60 years down the road, say, oh, but one generation of Liberians, they stood there and did nothing. That's how I see it. I don't know whether you guys got something to add, but that's my point.
You are absolutely correct. So, may want to answer your question. Let me tell you this. All these cartels, all those political messiahs who think they are political Maradona or Petit Pele, that they believe that they are political genius or geniuses, they know better than everybody else. You know why they continue to dominate the country? They continue to leverage the country because other people are doing nothing. So if one person shows up and try to show any sign of change, they will come together. They will galvanize against you to destroy you, because for them, they do have a common interest. That is systematic stealing. They have a structure that enable them to steal money. Even though they all get a share of the money, but the person who at the helm of power at the time carried the lion's shares. But they know their own time will come too. So they don't want that system to move from there. You know, you saw Louis Brown campaigning heavily for communists, right? Louis Brown now is in the other government too. Those are the kind of thing. So they know they will fight. By the end of the day, whoever wins, we all will eat, because the eating system will get there. But any system that they don't see themselves fit in there, that's why the political cartel, they continue to dominate Liberia, because most of them have somehow able to brainwash the common people. Anything outside of their arrangement, they make people afraid of it. So for them, they made you to think that their system is the best system, even though it keep you poor forever. It keep you, being a beggar forever. They tell you, they make you to believe that that's the best system. So you that will come there, bring a different system that is not their system. The Liberian politics, now you want to Liberian politics. The other person here, you don't know. They may not use your Liberian politics. They may not know how the politics were in Liberia. They're telling you, you don't know how to steal. You don't know how to be a criminal. You don't know how to, cope with the system that they have. A system that tell people, when you are the leader, you own the people. You own their money. You own everything. You can give them some of what belongs to them. So they will tell you, you understand politics. And the reason why you don't understand politics, you don't understand the stealing. You don't part of the stealing. And once they don't see themselves fit within your arrangement, they will do everything to destroy you. And the reason why they will be able to destroy you is because if you're doing it by yourself or alone. But if you form a collaboration, if you establish a united front from the diaspora, that means Australia, Europe, and anywhere in Africa and other part of the world, where Liberians exist. You conscientize people, you educate people, tell them exactly what you stand for, tell them exactly what you want to do, and they see truth in it, maybe. And so Liberians on the ground, there are a lot of young folks. Their minds are developed. They see outside war. They want to live like other people living in America, in those developed nations. They went to school, they can read, they can write. And now the world is somehow a global village wherein everything going on everywhere by no. Jala, the people don't have, and we have the resources in our country, but we do not have the leadership to equitably, distribute the resources we have in our country. People taking it, putting it in their pocket. So at the end of the day, if you are able to form that united front and care less about all these old politicians, forget about them, and form that group to change Liberia, trust me, you may not get there the first day, but you get there down the line. Because you know what? The more people see hope, they see inspiration, they see that their change is coming. Liberia will change. They see light at the end of the tunnel. Trust me, it will happen. It will take time. But I know Liberia are desperate for looking at change. The level of Liberian involvement in Liberian politics from outside of Liberia. All these talk shows.
Oh, yes.
All these talk shows you see. People that follow them religiously. And they don't even follow one talk show, they follow almost every talk show.
For sure.
Looking for answer for Liberia's problem. Worrying about what happened in Liberia today. Worrying about the people back home. Worrying about their own future. To say, you know what? We have come to, America or elsewhere in the world. We have acquired some wealth. We have acquired some education. We have lived all our life here. We want to go back home to live our life. So for themselves, they don't want to see that kind of play in the country wherein they can be brave to say, you know what? Let's go home. But how would that happen if you don't have a system in place?
So I want to ask another question.
Are we waiting for a news bulletin?
No, I don't think so because I'm not getting any signal from our team. So our team will continue with the broadcast, but no news at 7. So that move. So the question I want to ask
so let me acknowledge a few people. This person, somebody, the last name Gibson. We received the donation. Also, Yumotro sent something for the princess. She says she sent for princess. We received it too. Russell Johnson, whatever you send, we also receive it. We will distribute it as you recommended. We do that definitely. So I want to say thank you to all of you who chip in your $20, $25. Some $50, some $75. We appreciate everybody. Nothing is small and nothing is big. If it's small, we'll take it. If it's big, we'll be more than happy to take it. Yeah. So thank you all. Yeah, so go ahead, Mabel.
Yeah, so thanks to all of you for your support. Yeah, so Sekou, my question to you and more again is, how come, or I don't want to ask you people when it comes to protest with the security system here back home, I want to understand, because I'm very confused. Our politicians, are they using the security against their own people? Because mind you, though, every time we come here, we want our people to wake up, to stand up. But when they stand up, they see something like a tall shadow in front of them that will prevent them maybe from speaking out or maybe from moving forward. So are the politicians using the security against the people? Or how does the security system look like from your end that you people that have been outside of Liberia when it comes to people standing up, people protesting. How the security system like? Because quote unquote for few years, what I've been on 7 years back home is always the security people, they will always stand in front of the people when the people are frustrated. Even the security officers themselves, they go through all of these things, but they also bow down to the politicians and not able to speak to the politicians and tell them, no, I think this thing you people are doing is not right, or this thing is not right. Do the right thing. Make sure that let the livelihood of the people, we talk about and listen to them. So that's the question to you and Monk.
Monk, go ahead.
And 1 second, I don't understand when you say the security, because the way how we live here and the way the security system operates here is different from in Liberia. And that's why Sekou said from day one, or from the beginning of the show, that everything in the country is fundamentally broken. When they say things are broken, then you got to expect the security to be part of it, because I want the government main job to protect life and property. Matter of fact, that's the primary objective of any government, to make sure that people's lives and property are secure. That's the first thing. My thing here with this whole thing about Liberia, and I Sekou, like I said, Sekou set the platform for this discussion today, is this whole idea that we always, it's part of our culture that we, as a people, we are not noted for working together on any common cause. You bring an idea to a bunch of Liberians, not too many people will even have the gravitas to go that far. They will fall off the wayside. The commitment will not be there. And for me, I will keep saying it. When you live in the West or the diaspora or anywhere outside of Liberia, when you see how other countries are making progress, maybe except you're not a Liberian, but the thing can pin your heart. You see other countries that were way behind Liberia, historically speaking. They are just moving by leaps and bounds. So they are just getting better and better every single day, whether it's in education, whether it's in healthcare. And you look at this one country that people used to look forward to or look up to. We are the least. Maybe I can name a single country in Africa that Liberia is better than. In any way, social economic development, I can name one at the current moment. And people are not mad, because it's the same politics, is this tribal. For me, I don't think it's religious, because people can vote across the aisle on religious line. But the tribal sentiment is just so strong in our country. And if we are divided from a tribal standpoint, then how can we unite on the national issue? It's not possible. And the sad thing is, one of the reasons I will always place the blame on the people, I always lay emphasis on the people in the diaspora. The only reason I keep saying it time to time, I think Brother Joseph Conto just said it, that the people in the diaspora should be able to participate in election. We came up with that idea a long time ago. And you think people will be pushing it because we're going to 1 year into Joseph Parker presidency. But when we came up with that particular conversation on SKTV, yeah, it gained momentum, it gained steam. But how many people were able to follow up on that? Even the Friday contribution, some people still lagging. One person was saying $150. Okay, yeah, we appreciate that, but that's not what we want. We want mass participation, not few people taking on the burden. Because at the end of the day, maybe I will keep reminding folks in the diaspora, you got a very big role to play, even though you are not physically present in Liberia. Maybe I'm looking at our national budget. You're talking about all the concessions in Liberia, their contribution to the economy, 38 million. Do you know how much diaspora contribute to the economy of Liberia? It's not even remotely close. So the question is, we can do all these things. Once we are not represented at the table, nothing will change. And the cartel will always want to keep it this way, because for them it's a profitable business model. But for some of us, we want the betterment for the country. We want the country to do better. And how do you start for the country to do better? We got to rally around bigger causes that transcend our political leader or political party. It got to be mass engagement. We got the tools and the resources. Now we in a. Can you imagine a guy like me sitting in Minnesota, Sip was in Arizona, but for the first time in history, all over the country on SKTV, people can hear us speaking. I hate to say we are gathering in the same location. So if we got a tool, if we got a platform, then why we can take another step? And how will it start? Like I said, collective causes, people coming together, people making commitment. Every time if we say we'll do this thing, but you want for people back there to listen to you, and we can even unite against a common cause or on a common cause. Why make you think a child in the village will even believe that there can be a better like brother, we can work together as a unit, when even people that travel halfway across the globe cannot even work on something very simple? It will not be possible, except the diaspora take a lead and show an example. That's why I believe in the diaspora. And when I talk about the diaspora, it doesn't mean I'm excluding the people from back home. But for the fact that we travel, for the fact that some of us got the resources to do even exceedingly as people expect for some of us to do. I think that if the transformation will happen, it will start from the diaspora, and then the people on ground will catch. They will join. They will get on board. But until the diaspora can find something bigger than a political leader or a political party or that personal interest, I don't think there will be a transformation on the ground. And I still hold to my belief. Yep.
Yeah, you're so right. So you know, maybe I will say this, then from there maybe we can open the line to hear from our people. You know, something is happening. Sktv got some good news. We are expanding, and we'll be consistently be air on radio station in Nimba, and hopefully Grand Bassa and Grand Jide consistently, not just sometime. And Sktv will do the best we can. If we're going to be our own relationship, we will. If we can't, we will partner with other people to make sure your voices are heard loud and clear. You know, we got more people that listen to us on radio than they listen to any other platform. Because some other platform, you're going to stop to my Barkley. You know, and then they buy 3,000 viewership from Indian people and put it on the screen, say 20 people watching it. But in real life, more people watch and listen to us on the radio. How can you have a radio station that covers 13 to 14 counties compared to a radio station that cover one and a half county? It's never the same. But you know, our Liberian people, we can fall for anything. We can fall for lies. That's why those guys, they are so accustomed to lying, and they feel like that's the way of life. They used to propaganda so much. They will lie to you. They know when they say more than 3 times, 4 times, you will believe it. So I think Melbourne and Monk, Sktv will lead the charge to actually educate our people mostly about their own right, about their own power, what they can do with the power that they have that they don't know, and also empower them to do it. And how we can do it, you know, one of the Oma respect, that Oma can call my Oma Miata. She have said this thing here for years. Say Seku, a broad problem, and not political problem, that education. So we need to invest more in educating the people. They're not just classroom education. Their right, their human right, their civil right, their fundamental rights, and their responsibilities to know the power of their vote. You got more people standing who now voting than people voting in Liberia. Every time we get registered voter, total registered voter can't even reach half of the population. Then within the registered voter too, we always get 75% voting among registered voters. So we have more people in Liberia that are not voting. They don't see interest in politics. They don't think that anything can change. They believe that it will be the same. It will be the same. Someone say, you know what, I'm going to waste my time. Say, all the politicians are the same. The other one will lie to you today. When you come back again, they will lie again. They will come back again, they will lie again. So some people have lost interest. They care less about what's going on in politics now because they see no end in sight. They see no development coming. They see no changes coming. They feel like everything going to remain the same. So it is incumbent upon us to educate those people, to reassure them, to give them hope that the better days are ahead of us. And to do that, it requires a collective effort from all of us. So yeah, maybe more want to add something, but that's the best thing we can do. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can go to the land like you have our people because that's it. We can't do more than what we can do, and that's just the reality on ground.
Even though there are a lot of things, but let's move straight to the line and interact with our people. The numbers to call is 077-285-961 to all of our people out there. Those of you who want to call from that end, you can please call. Maybe Sekou will post, maybe pin his number, the USA number.
We have Sktv numbers here. Anybody call in?
Hello, good evening.
Let's do the local first.
Good evening. Good afternoon to morning and Mr. Shannon.
Go ahead.
This is David King, and I do join you for my friend, Mr. President. You see, more today is a sad day for our country. We may have been violated from the 90s up to this time. People continue to take away the life of women. The last time I checked, a 20-year-old woman was killed by her boyfriend all because of jealousy. And her 6-year-old daughter, she's 1 old pregnant, and she was killed by her jealous boyfriend. And every time when I hear this thing, I feel so bad about what mother have done.
Well, 077-285-961. That's the number to call to be part of the Sktv show here this evening, right here on 2FM 96.1. Today, Sunday, the 22nd of December. Today's caller, good evening. Yeah, man, dear, go ahead. Your name and from where you join us?
This is Louis. I speak from Bushwa Island.
All right, go ahead, Louis.
I want to say hi to Kanin. I want to say hi to Monk. They spoke very well. You know, Monk have said it repeatedly. It's the playbook. Our people are impoverished, keep them impoverished, abject poverty, and illiteracy. But there's something I'd like to go to between the CDC and Unity Party. And then Sekou spoke of something very important, that there should be an alternative. Sekou is absolutely right. But what I want Sekou to understand is that, you see the Israelites before they got free from Egypt, it was Moses who came in Pharaoh's house. We need to ask God that an upright or progressive person will go to one of these parties. In the absence of one of these parties, trust me, for a new person to emerge from a new party, we just need to pray to God that God will help or somebody who have robust measure will emerge to one of the party as standard bearer, and then Liberia can change. But I bet you, with the kind of system here now for 20 years now, from 2005, you the two party everywhere dominance at the legislature, at the presidency. For a new person, for a new party to emerge, it will be difficult. But if we can have somebody leaning on out of this party, because they are the popular party, and then because Moses came from the Israeli, and he came from Pharaoh's, and then he was a deliverer.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother. Today's caller, good evening, please. 1 minute. Hello?
Yeah, Mibo, thank you so much. And let me thank Bon and Sekou. You know, two of them ladies very squarely. You know, when the society is booming, especially the private sector, don't care who in government. You don't care who is your representative, who is your superintendent, what have you done, Mibo. Because it happened here before. Why women government still running power? It's because you got Lanco, you got Boma, you got all these people working, and money was value. Who used to look at a government was taking pay? We just used to see those counties there, the time we were in the county, I will go to where they pay that all. You don't care? But right now, my brother, the whole country is stagnated. No investment. Everybody running beyond government job. So how it will prosper? That's the kind of situation. Besides that, you know, we are insincere in this country. Say, for example, even more was there, Sekou was there. Let them tell any of their family to say, look, I want you to build me a house in the place there, buy the land. By the time Sekou send him money here, then he build a whole house. He will start taking the man. At the end of the day, all the investment you send here, it will go in vain. At the result, you don't want to believe or you don't want to trust any Liberian animal that the kind of situation. But they over there, they got the ability to invest in this country. But because the way people duping each other all day, that kind of scenario 419,
all right,
it's wrong. I think the way Uni said, you know, the two parties, we need to take recourse to see whether we can hire a genuine person who will even say over the institution, and then we can take different philosophy and take different direction. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I don't know how that's going to work, but again, that's the country we live in. So let's go. Good evening.
Good evening, Maybon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good evening to President Mong, the chief analyzer. This is the voice of Arthur F. Funa, call from Mauritius Farm. That's Toli District, rural part of Toli.
Go ahead, my dear.
I would agree with Sekou for the fact that we, as silent listeners to this show, we are in numbers and more besides. What we monitor on the show when it comes to educating we Liberians, when it comes to being the right leader for this country, the transformation that we need. And you know, Sktv is just being very marvelous in my own life personally. So the news is so nice that no countries in the name that Sktv will be there. I believe President Mo just said, I believe we ourselves should be willing to listen to the show and start to develop our own minds the way people are helping us. So maybe look, it's so sad. I'm one of the frequent listeners of this show. I had a call on this show.
Thank you.
Sktv can cover the entire nation.
Thank you.
I believe my children also will learn from this show and we'll decide what best we can do for the betterment of this country.
All right. Thank you so much. Follow the page also to those of you. The Sktv is Sktv-Lib, and that's the Facebook page. Or you can also follow and see us live also on the page. Maybe you may be somewhere and you may not have radio, but you will be able to get internet active and you will follow us. So let's call a good evening. I mean, you money changer or what?
I got money.
Okay, good. No, that not that behind you or somebody watching money. I ask you why you money changer or something.
I get you money.
Okay.
I'm not doing that. Yeah, let's say this. You know, the only way what brought the transition from this whole decision, we have to first of all have a listening mind. But with the level of religion in our country, where people can be carried away by little things, where people can be carried away by lies, in the reality, they will play blind eye because of religion and they follow the lies. At the end of the day, they start to cry. When we transition from that, everything that the Zakane and Mong has said, and that would come to fruition. But in that much, we continue to live with illiteracy. We continue to believe in lies. And that's transition from this place.
All right.
Here in the video cycle, back and forward, and we'll not move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, man. There we're going nearly 20 years into the cycle. Somebody was saying in the wilderness. Keep your calls coming. 077-285-961. That's the number to call. We take a few calls. Then we cross over to Sekou. Maybe we have some international call because we got to also hear from our people out there outside of Liberia. Some of you calling me, pay the number BP. Call. Yes. Sekou will put a number for those of you in the
international number.
Yes, international number calling me back to back.
Let me do it. Let me pin it right now.
Yeah, I beg you so that they will. Yeah. So keep your calls coming back home. 077-285-961. That's enough. How can we break this cartel? Because mind you, the quote-unquote embattled speaker said that Liberia, in fact, the entire area is a silver cartel, and this cartel, how can break it? You just listen to Sekou, you listen to Mom, they explain their own understanding as to how we can break out of the another situation that been on us for nearly 20 years now. But keep your calls coming. 077-285-961. To this caller, good evening. Hello.
Yeah, this is Emmanuel H. I'm calling you from here at Junction.
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Yeah, you know what, okay. from this keep our mom focused and to each other. But now, my politicians, they are every day they lie to other activities. They go far. Everybody focusing on government job because we have no job in the country. That's a reason. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Even though the sharing rest, the country is interesting. Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah, good evening, and neighbor, President Ma, and our Seku.
Yeah, my dear, good evening. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, I'm Peter the Vikas. I call from under the street at Edward Johnson. But the problem of Liberia for this particular problem to be solved, I think, and we as the Liberian, both those of us that reside here and even those guys that are in the diaspora, including Siku and that of Mom, they need a real call, a mind change. We need to change our mind and adopt the policies of patriotism and that of nationalism. Once we adopt this particular policy and realize that we need to come together and in unity to develop our country, that will develop. But there are divisions. We have certain group of people that claim to be the most educated people. Whenever other people come to power, they criticize them. Whether they are even doing good, so people blind their eyes to the good thing that they are doing. They try to elevate other people that are not even doing anything for this particular society. So it's a serious problem. It's a mindset problem. Those are in the diaspora, and including Seku and that of President Moss, also they need to change their mindset and adopt the policy of national transformation, patriotism, and disseminate the relevant information to the Liberian people. With the action of that, we'll continue and not to drive in the gap of poverty and destitution and also backwardness. So these people that are in the diaspora, they are not excluded as relate to the backwardness of this particular Liberian society. We are all contributing towards the national budget. President Ma, it's not only those that are in the diaspora. We, the brand are here, we are contributing notably towards the national budget.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Keep your calls coming. We'll take a few more calls up to 7:30. Then we'll cross over to Seku so that you can take some international calls because we want to hear also from our people on that end so that they can also tell us what they want to take us on the topic or on the show here this evening. Keep your calls coming to all of our old man, your call. Talk to us. We want to hear your voices. You know, every time you're voting, every time you're in queue, some morning you wake up, you go to the election and to vote. And you will listen to all of the politicians with all of their talking about how they can change things. By the time they get there, everything go down. Keep your calls coming. We'll take one or two calls and we'll cross over to Seku and Alamok. 077-285-961. Those of you who on that end or from outside of Liberia, you can call. I think the number has already been pinged.
The number, but they won't call you. That's fine. That's fine.
All right. So
if they're comfortable calling you, just take the calls.
All right, no problem. So today's caller, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm okay, my dear. Thank God for life. We're good.
Yeah, this is Musa Tariq calling from Corwell, Samkata. You know, really, for me, my advice to Liberians, you know, I don't even think that things can just work on that way. You know, since that our government has certain policy in this country, brother, look, it's killing us seriously. I'm telling you, for us, we don't work in office. We are not an office worker. We are hustler, and we know what's happening on the field. We know what's happening in this country. Everything that we are going through here, look, that government policy, government decision always suffering us in this country. Somebody will say, then what about the Liberian voter, all the one there? If you refuse to elect the other guy, then the other one, who do trust now? Who are going to trust? Almost like other guys the same. Government have a policy, let me tell you now, what it's doing. You as a professional man, all right, government want for everybody to work with government, and the only way you can benefit or things. We that work with companies, we that decide to entry and work with companies. We don't put no effort. Sometimes a company want to pay people a certain amount, the same government will tell the company, say, no, don't do that. Pay those people money.
Because the government paying below 150, so the government now want for any company maybe to be paying around 300 at least, maybe, or maybe someone said the least salaries maybe at the end of the should be 300. So government said no, we can be paying 150, then you be paying 300, maybe janitor or maybe something. No, that's not going to work. That's what you're saying, right?
Example, right? Yeah, probably work now in Liberia, right? Okay, it's a government entity, right? All right, we work with Kijo. For me, I work with drivers. Let me tell you now, we work with Kijo. We work with a lot of companies, but sometimes when we work with Kijo try to offer us something good that maybe 3 or 4 years you can do something for yourself. You're able to have a place to keep your family. Government keep on saying no, the money is plenty. So other people will be working with our era. At the same time, they want to work with public where as a truck drivers because the criminal behavior that go on there is too much. And so it's like the government, or calling everybody attention to government work.
All right. Thank you so much, my dear brother. Keep a calls coming. We'll take 1 or 2 more calls. Those of you who are calling me from the international end, I think the number is there. But to what my brother just said, you're right though. This thing happened, but government is paying below 150 now. So you expect company to be paying 300? So that's kind of good evening. Hello. Hello, my dear. How you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Wonderful. We okay. Thank God for life. Your name and from where you join us?
Okay. Grace Alison. I'm joining you from Somalia's job. Thank you for the studio and thanks for the hard work that you are doing. Really, we just have to pray for one another and we have to pray for our country because I don't really know it's a cause. I don't really know. When you think this other group will be better when they come, they misbehave. So I don't know whether it's something that is highly spiritual. So we all gotta keep praying. And I believe through our best, God is able to deliver our people that are so cruel, that are so self-centered, and just name it. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. But quickly before you go, do you think that prayer is going to answer all of these things, or do you think that only prayer we should depend on and not to do any physical, maybe to take some of these things into actions?
It's true. It's not only prayers because when you are praying about violence takes about 4. So what we are praying to, we also need to enforce things to happen. It's our right.
Wonderful. Good. Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you. So let me call over to you. We had the first thing. That's why I really want to hear from you. Thank you. So far I think she's the only female, but the calls keep coming.
Yeah, maybe so I can start taking calls here now.
Yes, indeed. Because
all right. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? 443 number.
Yes, this is Aliyu Masali. I'm calling from Maryland.
Brother, how you doing?
Alhamdulillah. Thank you. Thank you for the show, Mayboy, and Dialogue with More. Mayboy, you were asking a question that had to do with the security issue. First of all, Liberia, yes, whenever people go out there to protest, don't see police or you will see they coming, tear gas people, beating onto them. And you forgetting to know, you security men, you there to protect life and property. But those people are making $10,000, $15,000 a month. Yeah. How many days are they working for? And they locally they pay you $125, $150. But yet then when your own citizen come up to speak, you go ahead beating on them. You see, so it shows that the police they are satisfied with the 150, the 125 they are getting. That's why they're there to protect those people. And to the other corner that talk about working with a company. And when they want to increase the salary, the government say, no, you shouldn't increase the people's salary. Yes, I was in Liberia. It happened to me. Greg McCarthy, Kinjo, I was material controller there. When the people started paying on $500 US, it was a serious problem. The government said, why they should pay all that amount? We should be making even $100 or $125. And they even sell to group 5 structure ingenuity. That's the company I was working with. We built the mine in Kinjo today. I was the material controller on that project. You see? And these are some of the things. Company will tell they want to pay, government will say no.
Ali, I want you to wrap up, please. Yeah?
Yeah, you're going against the labor law. So these are some of the things that are happening. And everybody can do government job. You can compare government job with company job to say they should pay somebody $125. So thank you, guys.
Thank you. So let's take this caller right here. 267 number. 267 number. What is your name and where you calling from? 1401.
Hey, Siku, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, this is Prince calling from North Dakota. There's something I wanted to say about our fire department in Liberia.
Okay.
Yeah, my name is Prince Barry. I call from North Dakota. I work with the city of West Fargo. And then I think almost like 6 months ago, I got some stuff from the fire department here in Fargo, North Dakota, the city of West Fargo. I got a couple of hammer and stuff like that. And I sent it back to Liberia, to the fire department. All I needed them to do is to just write me a piece of letter saying that they received those things without no charges. So I can take it back to the fire department to be able to give it to them, knowing that they donated something to me and I'm doing a good way with it. But since then, I sent all those things and I haven't received nothing from them. Even an email to say thank you, I haven't received it from them. So it's kind of
can you call me after the show? Save your number so we can find a way so we can get to them.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll call you, Sable. Thank you.
All right. Let's go to the line here. 651 number, last 4 digit 1007. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, Sable. Good afternoon. This is Peter. I'm calling you from the Twin City, Minneapolis.
Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
Well, I got 3 quick issues to make, right? One, on the fire safety in Africa, Nigeria, Liberia, because I remember in Ghana like 7 months ago. So I asked my Ghanaian friend, I said, all this high-rise building in Accra right now, do you have enough fire plan for it? So what do you mean by that? You got a fire truck? We don't have a fire truck. And which type of fire truck do you have? So we have a regular fire truck. I mean, do you think fire gathered this building right now into the airport here? And you guys call the fire off? Say, Charlie, it's something you're talking, I never thought about it though. I just trying to make reference because see Liberia. You got a fire truck. Imagine the tallest building in Liberia, the Pan African Plaza building. And the complex building is about 3 or 4 story building maximum, right? You cannot even call your fire at the return of the capital. So imagine tomorrow if Pan African Plaza get on fire or the finance ministry, which is the 7th building, what is going to happen? You're going to sink down, right? And then the second issue here is that our people keep being fooled and keep being stupid. That's why all now we decided to leave from business and get into politics. When we come to 2035, I'm going to run as president of Liberia, and 2029, I'm going to run as representative. I'll be the first Liberian representative to leave.
Hold on. So 2025, what are you going to run for?
I'm being honest with you. It's not a joke.
No. I didn't understand what you said you're running for. Go ahead again. 2035. 2035, okay.
I'm running for representative. I'm running for president because my friends have talked to me. We know you have passion. We know you do not say you can win 2035, but we dare to just go and get a little bit of government. And I believe them because you see reason why I didn't support the George Villa for the first 2 days as president because I said I never did the government money. That's why I supported him. I'm not able to put him in George Villa. Right? So
okay.
My friend told me that. I said it's a bad. Okay.
All right, my brother. Good luck to that, brother. Good luck. Okay. Go ahead quickly, so I can take the next caller.
How the government so irrational to themselves? You don't know that when the private sector is paying more money, it will take more people from the state of working in the government and going to the private sector. We are getting more people going to the government because government is the only place that people can make it. So if I have a 10,000 private sector paying a minimum of $200, right? So you know people working in the private sector, even in the cleaner system, remember, the minimum wage is $7 in some states. The minimum wage in the state is $12, $15 right now, right? But again, people who pay $3,000 amount because they want people to work for them. It's government stopping people from paying the minimum wage because they say, government pays minimum wage of $12 or $7.
Well, thank you.
But you can't blame them because it's a professional thing now. Politics is a profession. So when you're a professional man, you cannot go into politics. When you go into politics, people see you as a good man. But I think again, by 2029, the whole scenario is going to change. Well, thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you, and wish you all the best. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? I think this is Alex. Alex from China?
Yes, I'm in China. Single being a while, I'm not calling the show.
Yeah, I just saw your past messages. This is a guy from China. What's up?
Yeah, not bad, man, not bad. I'm watching the show. I've been watching the show and I've been calling, but I decided to call today.
You're live. So that's not be fair to Mailboy and Monk because you saw me here today, then you call him. When Mailboy and Monk, you never call him. What's up?
Yeah, not bad. But second, on a serious note, I think our country will keep complaining and crying. Our country is poor. Our country is come from war. But other people came from war before us.
Okay.
And they are doing well. I think the issue is leadership. Leadership should be our problem in that period. When Rwanda came from war and the president put his foot down, because what going on in that country has to executive power. When the executive is willing, things will work. And the way the executive wanted to be, the high would be, the executive decided to remove a speaker and it works. Actually, I had like people cry, what are they condemn me, what they see, what they not see, it will work. But for the fact that the executive don't want it, nothing will happen. Because to the extent that for a capital building to get brand and up to now, we still don't have the clear picture of how it got brand, who branded, what happened, or what happened. We don't know anything. And for me, on a very serious note, I think the Fonanti Kofa, the Nyobi Kanga Lawrence, and the leadership of the capital building, that is the leadership of the legislature, they are very careless and reckless, in my own word. Because at this stage and time, for them to have the capital building, they are leaders of the capital building without any CCTV in the capital building, no CCTV to indicate what happened, to give us any digital security information at this point. That means, I don't know what the Committee of Modernization is there, and they say Committee of Modernization. What is the modernization they have been doing? What is the money, all the money they put there for rule and order and modernization, administration, all of that? And what have they been doing with the money? You don't understand what have they been doing? Because if you say modernization, you don't have digital security installed in the place, and that's a problem. As it relates to the in fact, you don't have digital, it's not just a problem, but that's a carelessness and recklessness from them. And when you talk about the thing that had to do with the security sector in terms of the private sector in terms of employment, the private sector is such that right now the private sector is even in that, you want those somebody government to go to the private sector to get key position in the private sector that you say could not be a public person that always going to talk show and all of that. That be a man thing or ask them that call you right now. Key government officials never call and say they will not give you a job, or if you didn't go there because you are this person, you are that person, you must know somebody in government to send to the private sector. So people in government are both in government and comparing the private sector at the same time. So like it's difficult for everybody right now until you have to put a good attachment and suck somebody for that, so no way you can survive.
Well, thank you so much.
Go in the government. If you don't go government to make your own way, you can't survive.
So
difficult because the leadership we have, the leadership is our problem.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% when it comes to our problem. Leadership is our problem, for sure. So that's why it is important when we in the diaspora decide to take control of our country or to change the country that we think the way it's supposed to be, like all our developed nations, everybody should be ready. Not only to go in to campaign, you should be ready to run for office. Win or lose, you should be ready to invest your time. You should be ready to invest your money and be ready to be with the people, talk to them in person, make them feel comfortable with you. And let me tell you something.
You don't be giving me to laugh.
No.
They will not be just more pastor at all.
More?
Yeah, more. More have a whole lot of here. Maybe you don't know more.
Yeah. So let me say this. You know, if you have winnable candidates, and not just anybody, not because of winning, we just want to win just to get money in your pocket. No. We're talking about transformation of a nation. It requires collective effort, especially those who are lawmakers and they will be lawmakers to be on the same page. Because there are so many ways you can change the country. You can do it through ballot initiative, through through legislation. So you got to fight from all angles. But the major aspect, the major thing we need to do for the most part, like two of the callers here in Liberia there, is to be open-minded. And our brothers and sisters in Liberia, for them to be open-minded to work with diaspora Liberians in an effort to change the dynamics of our politics. So that politics can be like a business, money-making things. People should not see it that way. People should see politics and political positions as service. That's what you can say. They can say, well, the person serve the position, the person serve this position. But in Liberia, it's not like a service. They think like they see like as marketing, as money-making things. So it's not supposed to be like that. Politics will be service. You go there and serve your people. You are a servant. They are not your slave. You are serving them. You are working for them. That's what they are paying you. In fact, the pay that people are getting is too much. I was informed last night that I don't have the budget yet, but I was informed that the new budget, in fact, they increased the pay. They increasing the pay for the lawmaker again. That was some of all we will eventually run for, to be lawmakers so that this kind of thing can stop. If you're running for office to regulate things, to provide a better Liberia, your focus should not be on money. Your focus should not be on how much you make monthly. Your focus should not be on scratch car, on the car you drive. Who goes to work here in America here, your job buy your car? Me, my car again. It's expensive, but I pay for it every month. They're not coming to buy it for me. So it's not supposed to be like that. You're taking pay, taking good pay, good money. Save some of that money and back out for yourself. And those cars that they're talking about ministers are using, those cars should be assigned to ministers or drivers after work. 6 p.m. You must see those cars anywhere. That's how it's supposed to be. The government car belongs to the government, not belongs to anybody. So that means if you are Minister of Internal Affairs or Minister of anywhere, the day you got fired, you don't get that car. The car you buy for yourself, that's for you. Government car, you leave it as it is. That driver, not even your driver. That's the driver. That driver is employed by the government. But the way we do things in Liberia is just different. People think the country money, their own money. Anyway, we got one more caller here. We'll take that one, then we'll go back to listen to more and Mabel. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Trevor calling from Seattle.
Seattle. Welcome, my brother. What say you?
Simple, man. This is the issue. The issue is not only about Liberia. But let's put it to those, for us that live in America. With all the mortgage, the student loan, the credit cards, the child support, how will you leave from here with such baggage and go make change in Liberia? How can that be? See the life of, how they call it, what his name said, Eugene Fagon. See the other guy that used to be insulting on how they call it, for Joseph Walker. What is this? D-Flow. See how they got their job all portion. But when they were leaving from here, they went with their suitcases. Today, you see how they are fast. So what a change that will come from America with all the baggages that on everybody living in America. So this is one of the issues for Liberia, my brother.
Yeah, but before you go, let me say this to you. Maybe you want to answer. But what you just said, it makes sense, but it's not everybody. Perhaps maybe like a 20% of people.
Simple, it's not everybody, but who's among those that are making a change now? Liberia is 177 years old. It is not everybody who now you can point out that ever leave from here with positive results.
Okay. For example, let me talk for myself. I don't get child support. I don't get child support. I ain't got no housing payment on me. That's the hold me back. So I'm just telling you, I'm not using myself as an example, right? So I'm telling you, got a lot of people. You are right. There are people with those baggages, and they're not everybody will run for office, right? So many people. Then let me tell you something, my man. When we say right now we're going to Liberia to change the way our government works, the way our government officials work, the way they do things. If you must say go to Liberia right now, you're in a family to see you, say you there for change. Even you're not running for anything. To honestly, the other people that know you, that respect you, they will listen to you. We're still going to do it. No, we're still going to do it because I got busy a little bit, but then, you know now, it requires collective effort. So I got busy a little bit.
I make my promise that when it comes to the financial aspect, we always give our support. But the thing
we'll do that. In fact, it will be part of the effort.
I see your effort, but step up, brother. Step up. Some people got to ignore the politics and let's aim at one thing for 1 whole month or 2 months.
Okay.
But one thing, where the change is supposed to come from? It's from that legislature. The government stop going out daily. Nobody for us are daily.
All right. No problem, my brother. Thank you.
We keep listening, man.
Thank you.
Until we just step up, bro. It's not interesting from the sky that build America. See our neighbors. Go around the world, my brother.
All right.
See other people making progress. Why us?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So yes, so you see, Liberians are eager for change. They do what they want to participate, but somebody just need to take the responsibility. Somebody need to take charge. But we are on it. We've been talking to people. Even I talked to some talk show hosts that meeting we talk about that we should bring Liberians together to govern Liberian, to devise, or plan wherein we can go and do some constitutional amendment, whether through legislation or through ballot initiative,
referendum, or so forth.
Whatever way we can do it is necessary. And even if we can focus on the legislature alone, to start a change from there, we can change Liberia. But again, we heard from a lot of callers. What say you?
Maybe the responses from the caller today will put a little fire on our backs to start getting involved with some of the initiatives that we initially proposed on Sktv. You see, the problem with us is we've been analyzing forever.
One of your callers.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
Caller, what is your name? Where are you calling from?
Good afternoon, Sekou, and good evening, Monk. Newborn, and good afternoon, Monk. This is Pastor Jewel Cummings, Sekou.
My brother, welcome.
There was this guy who called concerning the company and the labor ministry. The brother is right. That's an old age problem. When I worked for the Rock Church in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and they had a radio station in Liberia, then a labor minister was an elder in the church and became the senior senator of Grand Bassa County and pro tem, Sekou. The least paid person with Freedom Go in Bokonjide, Sano County, were making $150 US every 2 weeks. Those of us who work at the radio station was making the same amount every month with our Liberian component. Do you know that he asked that they should reduce our money and gave us the Liberian data component and the US data, they should give us $75. So our people are not patriotic. They are not nationalistic. People will sit in the diaspora, right? And they will talk and talk and talk. Give them an opportunity to get in government. As soon as they get in government, the very thing they were complaining about is the same thing that they're going to do. It's just the same old thing that they will do. Okay? It's just the same thing. And quickly, I know that's not the issue, but there was a caller who said we should come together and reconcile. A few days ago, Senator Snow said something about reconciliation, that the country is divided. But he forget to know that when they won, when he was NPYC chairperson, Liberia was not at a united front. We were at a divided front because the only people that could work in government were the people from the NPYC or from the NPP itself. But these guys will portray themselves to be saints and angels and lead the Liberian people, looking for hope somewhere. So, Sekou, most of this thing is a OH system. Whether you bring a new party today, like I always say, show me a new presidential candidate. Let me just look in your inner cycle. I will tell you how they game with him. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pastor Combs, as always. Yeah, Mom, back to you. Sorry.
And that's the issue problem we are trying to break. You got to break the cycle because at the end of the day, you don't have any angel or some extraterrestrial that will come to change the system. So that's why I keep telling you, if it's on a massive scale, if it's for a common cause, then people will gravitate rather than few individuals who got political interest. And you said it right. When you want to change the system, there are so many ways. They got people in the diaspora. Some of them will aspire for public office. Some people will say, oh, we want ballot initiated constitutional amendment. These are so many ways you can do it. My thing is, Sekou, we have been analyzing for the longest. Every platform you listen to, we can dissect all the broken system, all the problems. The thing we are lacking is commitment, the ability to follow up, the ability to rally around one big cause that will gravitate and attract people from all political spectrum for a bigger national cause. Because there are people that are mostly interested in winning than the country winning. That's where the problem is. And the only way you can achieve this thing, that's why I told the other caller, I think he got it wrong. I'm not counting the people from Liberia out. I am just saying the initiative has to start from here. And the people from Liberia will gravitate. But they must see something. They must see your commitment. They must see some kind of a transformation in terms of follow up on ground. Typical example will come on SKTV will say, guys, in order to start the ball rolling, let's just do 30 individual $20 a piece. Okay. And someone in Liberia, and say, oh, today SKTV only 4% contributed. Okay, yes. I'm not saying that's the end of the war, but it's not sending the right message. It means we should enforce it. We should follow up on our commitment. We should rally around a single and a bigger cause, and that way people will see. Look, Sekou, they say why the eye sees, the ear, the mind believe. When people see things, you don't have to tell them; they will gravitate to it naturally. That's just how the world works. And the other brother talked about the idea about the two parties. You see, if we want to believe that the only way you can win the true CDC and United Party, then there is no need we even engage in this fight. If the people, after trying Unity Party and CDC on multiple occasions, if they cannot get the result of one, because he made an example, and I love the analysis, but again, I would disagree a little, that Joseph came from Pharaoh house. Because if we keep selling the same two-party brain, then people will say, okay, but the same thing we've been getting over and over. If our people cannot make the conscious decision to say, you know what, even though we feel uncomfortable, but we must try something different, then how can we make progress? So for me, I'm not going to buy into that two-party system narrative, even though that's what we've been receiving over the past 3 or 4 election cycles, because the cartel is embedded within the same two-party system. So if you want to sell the narrative to the common man that you cannot break free from Unity Party and CDC, then I think there will be no need for you to even attempt doing it, because the people who are causing the problem in the country are from these two political institutions. So you cannot go back to this political institution and say, oh, you want to bring about something new, you want to bring about change. It's not possible. That means you are undermining your own message. That's just how I see it. I don't know whether you guys got your own take on that, but that's how I see it though.
I think, I had similar mindset in the past that Liberia, in order for anybody to actually achieve some political to get some political achievement, you got to go through some of those. But I think I was wrong. I believe Liberians at this point, they need an alternative. They need new message. They need new faces. They need new ideas. ideas that is completely different from what we've been having for 177 years plus. We need people that the mindset that is different from people who think, say, when they are in the House of Representatives, they own the country, they own the people. People who believe that the only place they can get money, the only place they can be rich is through government job. That mindset has to change. You know, if you build a system, if you build a structure with clear message, whoever comes to join, coming with a mindset to accept to whatever you have in that establishment. So when they're in there, they come in with that agreement. If you're not ready to adjust yourself, you don't have to be part of that change. Because one change, we don't want continuity. We don't want a status quo. We want change. So again, these discussions are very important. We will continue with the discussion.
Oh yeah, tomorrow we already got a topic for tomorrow from the show today. I think we will expound it.
Yeah, we'll let to hear from Liberians in Liberia, also Liberians from all walks of life. Let's come up with ideas. Let's come up with plans and commitment to doing it. Because one thing to talk is quite another thing to be committed to doing it.
Yep, that's what the problem is.
But we can't go on that person calling. We're living now.
I know.
Hello.
Can you 1 minute?
Can you talk for 30 seconds or 1 minute because we're living now and you call?
Oh, sure. Sorry for calling late. Yeah, hello?
Yeah, what's your name?
Hello? Yeah, my name is Chance.
Oh, you got to stop listening to your stuff. Your monitor. You're listening to your phone.
My name is Chancey Morris. Yeah, I'm listening to the show. Changing the mindset of Liberian people, it is not an easy thing. It's like you're trying to take everything from the forest. It means that you have a whole lot of work to do. You have to open the brain of the people to go and know what you want to go there. Because our Liberian people, we will see one thing over and over, and we're doing it, we're getting the same result that Mr. Cummings said, nothing changes. But just stay. We're waiting for Jesus to be from heaven and come and change the mindset and change our mindset. And things does not work like that. I don't know. It is just difficult as a brain for us to say, you know what, this time around, let's try another thing. Right now, if you open this show, if your show, you open, you see who you're for 2029. You hear, Joe, we are Unity Party. Joe, we are Unity Party. The Liberian people are not thinking on this something else.
Yeah, but this is why it's important that we not only that talking, let people see action that you want change.
Sure, back.
Changing the mindset of the people, like you want to pull up of a crocodile because it will be very hard. I'm looking at what people over there, their mindset are already made.
My brother, thank you so much. Unfortunately, the show is at the end.
Yeah. So, so 30 seconds or maybe 1 minute before you close us. So let me say thanks to all of you, and let me say thanks to all the callers and so forth. Indeed, changing the minds of us as people. I think this will not only be back home, like you were saying, and Monk also chip in on that. I think some of our Liberians who are out or also outside of Liberia, I think they have to do better. I mean, be frank, because every government that come, either 2 or 3 coming from outside of Liberia will be here, and they'll also be part. And you will also see them downing and whining with the same system, or sometimes quote unquote supporting the same system. We have a lot of them here now who are also consultants. We don't want to be calling them because for their own private or maybe their privacy and so forth. But we have a lot of them here who are also quote unquote consultants. Some of the consultants say that they are doing nothing, or just because they want to get
let me say this. Don't confuse people. Let me tell you this. In every society, there are bad people, there are good people. Even people living in America here, after seeing how country can be developed, after seeing all the good things, after seeing good leadership and bad leadership, after seeing everything, they hear, but they will insult you. They will say Joseph Boakai is the best president for Liberia. So it's not about where you live. It's about the mindset and people, like-minded people, who want change in Liberia. Most likely will think the same way. But those people who are brainwashed or that have vested interest in the status quo, no matter where they are, that they will support that. See the difference? There are some Liberians in Liberia right now. They never travel to go anywhere, but they want change. Trust me. They want to live like other people living in Rwanda, like other people living in Abidjan, like other people living in other developed nations, even in Africa. They want to live like people in America. So those with that mindset, they know those things are not possible with the kind of leadership that we have there right now. So change that is needed in Liberia, merely we need a structure that will be direct and emphatic on corruption, that will be direct and clear on tribalism, on issues that matter to Liberian people should be the prime objective. So the thing is, those with the mindset of voting for people for Trump, regardless of what they have to offer, they are there, no matter where you put them. So don't think because some people came from here, they are doing consultancy or they are stealing money. But man, they got criminal everywhere. And those people then who can live in America here, and they're working, and they leave their job to go over there, not to go and help develop the country, not to go to build a system that will change the country, but to go and be rich. That point, they're not because they came from America. That point, they were already criminal. America cannot change that. And most of the people that said they were here, they were not doing anything good.
So that's the point. And tell what I just
so we cannot box the entire diaspora Liberians or and compare them to those people who came from here and they are bad. No, they got a lot of good people. Remember, let me tell you something. Even if Joseph Boakai government right now, Joseph Boakai government was going to be open to reach out. Remember, they got a lot of Liberians, very resourceful people, very, very, very professional. They got a lot of Liberians. They don't even talk. You don't even know them. If Joseph Boakai was going to tap into those resources, those people, good people, that country will be changed. But they're not politicians. Those people, they are not politicians. They are, most of them are technocrats, are professionals. And they know exactly what to do to move things around. They know people, they can open doors. But now they get people that you go take because somebody tell you, say, somebody can say, I want to be president, I want to be minister, I want to be this, because they came from some kind of Western country. They're nobody. They have no record of anything. They got a lot of professional people here, maybe, that they are willing to give back to their country. They have done everything in this country here. In other developed nations, they have contributed immensely. They want to go back to give back to their country. But yet they don't have the opportunity. They're even afraid.
So can we say can we say the bad ones are the ones maybe
So they're not seeing the conducive environment as to, being safe. Even someone that got money, they want to go and open private sector
invest.
business.
Yeah,
they want to invest, but the country is not safe. The country is engulfed in corruption. So yes, there are bad people from here. There are bad people everywhere. But we are talking about majority of the people with the mindset to change the dynamics of our politics. People who are hurt that we have laws, but they are not being, applied. People who are hurt that government should not be the one violating constitution one after another. People are hurt. But there are people too, so long they perceive that their family member is appointed, they don't care. We're not talking about those people. So whether the opponent come from America or they come from Europe or they come from Australia or they in abroad, the same thing. Because the mindset is the same. But if your mindset is to change the country, the way things are going, we don't like it, definitely, you will not go and be corrupt. So we're just hoping that we will have not only people with good mindset for the country, but people who are patriotic, who are committed, and who love their country and want to see their country change. It's not people who want to go get rich overnight because the hustle,
the cartel is not easy.
Yeah, they put in a push cartel, push on it. They can't push no more. They back tire now, and then they go to Labrador. They won't go and get rich.
They want to get rich and be making 15,000 per month.
I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people who are genuine, who want to see a change that that Labrador really deserve. Yeah, but maybe I think we can leave it there for today.
We got to go. Yeah, thank you so much. And let me say thank you to our followers, our viewers, those of you that call in. Thank you so much for your participation. SKTV, it is the best. And some of you callers are already saying that. We will not blow our own horn. You the one who will do that. As we go to the year end, maybe beginning next week, maybe from Monday up to the end of this year, we'll be asking you a few questions about your own government. I know you will tell us where your government is, what's going on, and what are some of the
we will actually rate the government but before the new year. For the new year, we will rate the. But the good news today that I'm announcing to Labrador people that SKTV will expand and SKTV is here to stay, and SKTV will do everything. We will not rest until we see Labrador change.
Thank you. So the room is there, as Sekou said. So those of you who have interest, sometimes maybe you want to come on the show to discuss issues, call Sekou, call Monk, call Steve, or better still, call me. And most definitely, Labrador is all we have. So Sekou, thank you so much. Good night. And compliment of the season.
Thank you.
Yeah, actually, it's not easy. So thanks to all of you, our people, to all of you. Thank you so much. Good night from our end here in Liberia. And it's 9 minutes past 8. That's the time check right here in Liberia. Good night. This is how we like to come to the end of the SKTV show. We love you all, but God love you the best. Stay safe and be a peaceful person.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We searching for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The project is giving us the end of promise from there. The welcome and life with African.
I lyrical
Master.
Play Paris who make on you. I can't SKTV venue. C'est ma chenille, tina ke ase ma jamu. Enji sano muni, emu aye yo. Enji lofa mui, emu aye yo.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandmaster.
Ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Somalia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Somalia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Pakistan ya tumale, SKTV, ena Pakistan, tosi wako maya tumale, yeah.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandmaster.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We searching for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. Flashing our time and our efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the premise from best. The world with my life with us, yeah. From Grandpa's and Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombay, Cape Mount, Monserrat, San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.